So we're trying to replace the handles, just the knobs in our kitchen on like all the cabinets and stuff. And for the most part, it went smoothly. Like I can do that, right? But there are some that are so stripped, like so beyond stripped, that it's impossible to do it. And yeah, I've tried and I've tried, but I cannot for the life of me get those unscrewed. And yeah, ooh, a one shot. Is that the earth pole that's one shotting? Probably. Oh, we gotta run. Dang, I tried to kick the hideous cackle. I didn't even notice I was getting fixated. This first pull is always just brutal. It's like terrifying. There's so many different things that can kill or wipe you that you just, I mean, you gotta be prepared for them all. Oh god. This guy will one-tap us if we aren't careful. Whew, goodness gracious. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's like the hardest pool in the dungeon. He can Mind Soothe. Get that one. Oh goodness. Let's see. You missed my question on YouTube again. Oh no. There have been like a lot of questions that I'll stay up and answer every night. I don't think this guy knows what's going on. Yeah, he needs to ride the log. Ride the log. What the? The priest has no clue where he's going. Oh boy. Okay, I mean, he soothed that one. Where is the priest? Let's see. Let's imagine that we have... Oh, MCS Power. I did see that as I was waking up this morning. And I was looking forward to answering it. Because I was literally, while I was taking a shower this morning... Probably TMI, but I'll pretend it's not. But while I was in the shower this morning, that was all I was thinking about. I was like, okay, so then like if you stack this versus that... So let me answer your question here, MCS Power, because I have had plenty of time to think about it. But no, I did not miss it. I wanted to put some good thought into it and then come back once I had like a good answer. So the question is, if you have perfect RNG, meaning in a world where every blackout kick resets your rising sun kick, then would you still press Tiger Palm? If you could just guarantee a reset every time, dude. Dude, this priest is just going through it, man. I don't know. Like, brother, like the thing is, like, we don't need to just sit here and crack cages like ASAP. We're fine. We have like so much time. Okay, so would you still then press Tiger Palm ever? Is that just a button you'd ignore at that point? And the question is no. Yes, you would still press it. You would not ignore it. Because it does have a couple different use cases. And then also there are moments where pressing Tiger Palm is more, like adding in Tiger Palm to your rotation equates to more damage in certain like scenarios. So first I'll just talk about like the moments that you would still press it just because of its, like not just to maximize damage, but for its like use case. And those are, if... One, the number one answer is if you know you're about to Chi-Ji, you always want to... Yeah, shower thoughts with Elven Ninja 7. If you know you're about to Chi-Ji, you always want to... you always want to have that stacked up. You want to have 4 blackout kicks stacked up immediately. Oh, dude, this poor priest. I feel so bad. He just doesn't know what's going on. He's living. He's living. Thriving. Hippie, Dream, Tuskar. Okay. But yeah, you want to Tiger Palm before your Chi-Ji regardless. So that's easy answer number one. But then there are some. Ooh, we gotta pop a defensive for that. Then there are some situations where you want like a mini version of that. So if you know your group is about to take a nice, like a small chunk, like a slam. So for example, just to kind of like put you guys on the same thought process as me, if you are on Nako defensive and you're pulling all of the packs before the duo boss, and you see that guy is, we're gonna get a spinning crane kick off so we can tag that. But you see that guy is about to do the rip soul thing, or the thing that like separates your soul from your body. That does like a nice sizable like AoE smack. It's not like a crazy amount where you'd have to commit a defensive. Or I'm sorry, a cooldown, but it's like a telegraphed AoE slam. For moments like that, you would still want to charge up your next blackout kick just to rip that blackout kick right once that damage happens. So like what I'm trying to get at is like there are moments still where just the benefit of being able to rapid fire like 15 hits of blackout kick all at once is worth it. Brother, my brother, why are you going this way? Why are you on me always? So those are two like use cases where pressing Tiger Palm would still be worth it just for the benefit of stacking out blackout kick for a big slam. Now, your real question though, I think was, would you still press Tiger Palm in terms of like, is it still worth it if you're trying to maximize damage? And I would have to look at the numbers, but I'm pretty sure if you're at 3 or 4 targets, oh no, dude, everyone's just like laying into this priest. We're fine, we're so fine. But if you're at 3 or 4 targets, it's still worth it to Tiger Palm before your blackout kick. He has aggro. Oh goodness. Sorry, I'm pretty sure this priest is like new this season, but he has a high IO. Like he's done a good job for having like very little game knowledge in terms of these dungeons. But oh goodness, I need to revival that. That was my bad. But yeah, you get more damage by Tiger Palm, and then releasing those blackout kicks, because your blackout kicks are hitting up to 3 targets, so therefore the hit of blackout kick will do the most efficient damage, you know, relative to itself. It'll do its most efficient damage at 3+ targets. However, beyond 4 targets, it's more damage efficient to spinning crane kick. But you'd have to look at how much damage, like if I were to sit here and attack 3 dummies at a time, if I just rotate blackout kick, rising sun kick, blackout kick, rising sun kick over and over, you could look at how much damage you're doing, like how much DPS you're doing, and then you could do the same thing, but just do like Tiger Palm, blackout kick. And I'm pretty sure at 4 or 5 targets you would do more, but once again, I'd have to look at the damage numbers. And that's what I intended on doing at some point today, is just like taking a look at the tooltips and doing some math. But like in that theoretical thing, I mean, you made me do some thinking, but like, yeah, there are some like very obvious scenarios where that's the case, but whew, this hurts. Am I just supposed to... That lasts forever. Life cocoon it. Yeah, hopefully that gave you a good enough answer. When's the next all Mistweaver key? Oh man, it would definitely be during a 12-hour stream. I think those are the only times where we get enough like Mistweavers to come out. But oh, that totem not dying is brutal. Yeah, it would definitely have to be during a 12-hour stream. So yeah, we just need enough players, and that's the only way we get enough players. I don't know. I do plan on doing like a 12-hour stream, at least one every season, because they're so much fun. They're such a good way for me to like engage with you guys, and like a lot of people like plan to come out for those, because some people just can't catch a stream midday like this one. So some people have told me that they love these 12-hour streams because they can like mark it on their calendar kind of thing. And like for me that's awesome because it lets me just meet new people, you know, that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to talk to or anything. Okay, Necrotic Breath, I need to swap. I need to add to the list of like Mana Void and all that stuff. To swap its color indicator. Oh man. These packs are always like scary, but like not really. They're so like... Okay, we gotta be ready for that damage. They're just like, the pool count is so high. But the packs themselves like aren't that terrifying. We're gonna Shayloons here. We didn't have our Phaline coming up. Gotta be very careful about pooling, and it looks like I pooled. It looks like something else pooled. Because they didn't come straight to me. These packs, dude, this dungeon is just full of just random crap. You know, like some of these mobs, like you just like you why would you ever learn what this one guy does? Because you never pool it, you know. I also, this dungeon is notorious for me because right now, as it stands in this moment in this dungeon, I am lost. I literally could not tell you on the map where we are. I just follow the tank. We're lusting this. And then that means that I should probably pop Fyrax so it dies quicker, but also I'm safer for the pool. I also have aggro on these lashers, so that's nice. Ooh, got hit by that. Ooh. I died before I could revival. And I also should have waited for the B-res, because look at this freaking walk back, dude. They should definitely give Brackenhide the Halls of Infusion treatment. Because, like, we should oh my god. We should respawn in the first boss room, like, if you kill it, you know? And speaking of being lost and only following the tank, we're about to have to find our way on our own. Dude, this dungeon is just like something about it. I will never learn the path, you know? Maybe if I tank it, but I don't know. Let's see. But MCS Power, hopefully that gave you enough of an answer. There's some math to do there, thanks. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say is like, these are the things that I love doing is like, growing up, I was like a huge math buff. Like I would literally ask my friends if I could do their math homework. I still would do that in college because I just like solving like some problem. It depends on what they're learning in math and stuff, but like yeah, that's the kind of person I was. But this made me very excited to like sit down and actually do that math myself. So if you want to give me some time, I'll definitely do that math and get back to you. But yeah, I don't want you to have to think that you're gonna have to do that math. I was just telling you where I was at in the thought process. But yeah, there is some math that I plan on doing for that. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. It's like in your damage rotation, there is like a sweet spot where I keep trying to kick that because the color, but there is a sweet spot where it's worth it to. Ooh, was I in that frontal? What was that? Got the bleed on me. Maybe that is the frontal. Ah, I wish I caught it in time. I'm gonna cleave off these guys where it's safe. It's the ooze. I think it's the ooze that's trucking me. Ooh, does the damage amp up? Because that last tick clapped me. Threw a dampen harm too. If I hadn't a dampen there, I was absolutely dead. Boom, we're into the boss. What a Giga Chad moment. Now, I don't know if y'all were here, if anyone was here for when I was testing this on PTR, and like, just mess around in some lower keys. But I used to get eaten by this guy all the time just to like limit test our defensives and stuff. And I found that so much fun, but I would never do that in this key. This is a plus 12. We're already probably going to cut it on time a little bit because of the fiasco, the priest fiasco. But I don't know. Now that we have Rage Heart, I want to see like how much damage the eat does, and if we can get away with that. But it's just not worth it. Hey, what's up, Roars? Welcome, man. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. I'm always in a good mood, I feel like, so I can every time y'all join, just y'all can just like assume y'all. Some people are like, hey, how are you doing today? I like answering that question. I'm not telling y'all to stop asking me that question. You didn't even ask me this question. I'm yapping at this point. But y'all can always assume I'm in a good mood, especially if I'm streaming. I'm a happy person. Especially, I mean, I think this dungeon is going well enough, at least. I could be wrong, but having 19 minutes and already having 77% done is, I mean, that's good. That's, like, good. We're gonna go ahead and Fire Axe. Ooh, I didn't have anything for that. Yeah, I want to Fire Axe just melt these guys. I think also if I Fire Axe where I did, I should have it up in time for like the next big pool. But we are on Stink Breath. I know they changed Stink Breath, and I remember like he seemed easier in some of the groups that I was in, but he also seemed a lot harder in some of the groups. Okay, it looks like we're pulling and invising. Interesting, or like shadow melding. I'm supposed to wait to res the mage. That's a cool skip. I like that. They invised or did some way to drop aggro. Okay, this is probably where I die. I will fail this jump. Ooh! I should think positive. I thought I was gonna fail that and like cause a wipe there. Okay, so we're pulling into the boss. This was something that I feel like everyone has been doing. Even through PTR. This boss, if you handle the mechanics, this boss does like nothing. Like honestly, nothing. This boss can like be scary, especially while there's a lot of just stuff on your screen, like all these little ads in the way. Okay, I have meat toss on me. You can get like caught by surprise. I'm gonna go ahead and Fire Axe for the damage. Go ahead and drop the trap under him. Ooh, that got scary. It bit me. Off the defensive. I'm gonna go ahead and life cocoon that. Yeah, I remember this boss, like, before people kind of, like, figured out how to do it, like, how the mechanics worked, I remember the first season this thing was, like, this boss was a thing, just any pug group you got into, like, people would die, like, for sure, you could count on it. It was brutal. Rotting Surge. Cheesy this. Just, I don't know. I don't want anyone to die to Rage Storm, which... Am I getting hit by that? No. A good sack from the Paladin to help me out, but I had Dampen going. I did not notice that I was getting, like, mini fixated on. But one thing I'm trying to do is, like, I'm trying to upload all of my first +10 attempts of dungeons. So, for example, like, this morning I uploaded one of the +10 dungeons that we did last week. And since then, I have not even, like, attempted any +10s. I've just been waiting till I'm streaming. Like, I mean, if I do end up doing one, I'll record it. But for now, I'm taking all my off time to just work on like editing and stuff for now. Like this early in the season, there's just so much editing I have to do. Gotta watch out for the War Scourge. Okay, we got double War Scourge pool, so we are gonna... We're gonna Chi-Ji. I'm also gonna diffuse. Whoa! Looks like that was physical damage, because we got torn apart. Trying to play as like safe as possible. I'm like not even like standing exactly in melee like this a lot. So I know that there are some things that can just like turn and clap me. Or I don't even like Rage Storm. I don't even want to have to think about Rage Storm or like moving out of it. It's like I'm just playing at like max melee range if I can help it. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's awkward. Just trying to cast some spells, get my Phalanx off, but luckily they pulled back to my Jadefire Stomp. Oh. Interesting. Do we lust this, I'm thinking? We are gonna Fyrax this. Oh no! Oh, that's so brutal. That clapped me. We're gonna wait till all those casts go off. I think, was I standing in a swirly? That's most likely what it was. I'm trying to get all these casts, but I can't really get them all. But yeah, the swirly I think caught me. I think I thought that it was my Jadefire Stomp, dude. This is a dungeon where I think having Phalanx is like actually good. Like if I had the glyph, which I need to go buy it. I don't even know if I could buy it on this character. I didn't main monk all of Shadowlands, but this would be an excellent dungeon for Phalanx Stomp. I'm like afraid to Jadefire because I don't want to not have it for the boss. Alright, we need La Flame to get in here, so we're gonna Tiger's Lust him. Because there are so many times where people just don't get into this room in time. And they just die to the rot damage of being out of the room. Oh man, Fortified Week is so easy. I was even afraid of this dungeon just for those first few pools. I'm still trying to like keep like fine habits, so like I'm not really focusing on it. Like I'm trying to like keep hots rolling on the tank for Decay Strike and stuff, like still trying to play like okay as if it were Tyrannical Week. Like that's one thing I've been doing this week. Is like I'll treat bosses as if they're tyrannical and treat like on Tyrannical Week I'll treat mobs as if it's fortified. I think that just like makes you get good habits. Like if you do that early in the dungeon, just always respect every mechanic as if it were like at its max strength. It's just a good practice, I think. Ouch. I try to do that too. Yeah, I think it really does help. I really do think. Even if it doesn't like help you in this week, like it might like mess up your cooldowns a bit, honestly, but it makes you a better player in the long term. Ooh, speaking of being a bad player, I hit with that. I'm only popping Chi-Ji here. I usually don't Chi-Ji like the downtime, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna nuke the boss before he does his next eruption. So I'm just kind of like just using it to use it kind of thing. Ah, never mind. Revival. Dude, diffuse magic just like maybe take no damage there. Easy boss. Such an easy boss. Easy dungeon, dude. I was scared of this. That was a plus 12. That felt like a plus 2. Honestly, that felt like a plus 2. So shout out to this. Alright, this group. You guys were insane. This felt like a plus 2. Wanna do another. Don't leave, tank. Don't leave. Don't leave. Hey, we got a ring. What does it give us? Oh, verse main stat mastery? Yuck. I mean, we'll keep it. We'll likely end up catalyzing that. But that's a heroic ring.